Are you even qualified to homeschool your kids? Another answer to the objection that you aren't qualified to homeschool would be that the research is on our side. As test scores in government schools fall through the floor and they lower the test standards and they hide those numbers as much as they can. I know for certain the several states I researched this year alone had graduating high school students, like 40 and 50% were not reading on their grade level and doing math on their grade level. And these are, one of the states I checked was North Dakota, so rural, Midwest, you know. And then I think another one I checked recently was, I think, South Carolina, but I'd have to double check. But the point is, this isn't like a bad school district in a bad, that's Chicago schools, of course they're struggling. No, I'm talking like every state, everywhere is admitting that 20 to 30% of their high school graduates, at least, if not 40 to 50%, aren't on their grade level for reading or math. And so while that's all true, there is research coming out now. There's the national, I think it's called NERI, National Home Education Research Institute. Dr. Brian Ray out of Oregon, he's done some peer-reviewed studies on how well homeschoolers do once they graduate, not just academically. Because see, I am a homeschool graduate who went to college, and there was this idea that, well, sure, you can, recite the Caesars of Rome in order, but can you, get along in society? It's like this perception that homeschoolers were book nerds and, all we talked about was Lord of the Rings, which, I mean, that's fair. But there was this idea that all we knew was like textbooks. We just sat around and read and had no social skills. Well, the peer-reviewed science is now saying that's not true. The NERI Institute has put out documentation, peer-reviewed, that homeschoolers do better academically and socially. And this is just logical. I mean, I've been hearing this since I was a kid, like, oh, you're going to be so weird, with like hair down to your waist and a denim skirt and tennis shoes. Like, first of all, like, that was fine for me. But even if that's not your style, we've been hearing since I was a kid that, you're going to end up nerdy, and socially ill-prepared. The data is in. That's not true. And so we can just put that one to rest. Are you qualified to homeschool? Can you really do this? The data's in. Homeschooling works. It works better. Every metric, every measurement, academic, college placement, on and on and on. Social, their happiness, lifelong, their likelihood to stay married, lifelong. All those markers are up for homeschoolers. And this is across all races, all demographics. There have been some peer-reviewed studies on, African-American kids from identical demographics do better homeschooled. It's like, why would we not encourage everyone to do this and stop pretending that, well, you have to be some professional to do this job? No, you don't. You have to love your kid. See the data. The data's on our side. This is here, how about this? Try this on. The science is settled. Homeschooling wins. Maybe that'll convince them. Anyway, that's my, I think, 6th reason now. I've got one more and we'll wrap this up.